To men like youth and beauty. So at the age of 27, I found a 21-year-old girlfriend, Samantha. Samantha is not like those gold diggers. She is very happy to receive bouquets, and she is also very satisfied with eating spicy hot food at roadside stalls on dates. I was very satisfied with her, but she has been a little bad lately. She actually accepted the 520 reed envelope I sent during the holiday, and she had to order more than 20 yuan for milk tea. She doesn't know that I work hard to make money. Why doesn't she think about me at all? I feel like I've paid much more than her in this relationship. I pay almost all the money for the meal on the date, and I always take up my time playing games to go shopping with her, and I get angry at every turn and ask me to coax her. I had the idea of breaking up in my heart, but I quickly denied it. Without Samantha, where can I find a young and beautiful female college student? Or is it a place as pure as a blank sheet of paper? When I was struggling, I suddenly swiped a new product launched by a major manufacturer and was looking for trialists. Fair Love app to achieve absolute fairness and love for you. And this good thing, the corners of my mouth couldn't help but rise, and I immediately called the appointment number. Hearing that he wanted to register for the Fair Love app, Samantha was silent for a while and agreed. We quickly completed the brainwave collection and registered the information. When it came time to sign the contract at the end, the organizers smiled meaningfully. Mr. Lin, Ms. Su Wei emphasized that during the probationary period, if either party wants to interrupt, it needs to pay the other party 1 million liquidated damages. Excuse me, do you confirm the signature? We confirm. Samantha's face flashed with hesitation, and I hurriedly grabbed her hand and coaxed her to sign. The moment we signed, a mechanical sound sounded in our ears. The Fair Love app has been activated. Hello, too? I am your love butler. The corners of my mouth couldn't help but rise for the beautiful life. It was about to begin. Life is exciting. Soon, the benefits of being a love butler became apparent. This month's rent is 6,000. Linshi's account is pre-deducted 3,000, and Samantha's account is pre-deducted 3,000. The corners of my mouth couldn't help but rise. When Samantha and I lived together, the rent was originally for me and one for her, but now it is divided equally, which has saved me a lot all of a sudden. Before he was happy, he saw Samantha dragging her luggage out. I'm going back to the school dormitory. How can that work? My face changed and I immediately grabbed her. Your school dormitory is too small, for people are crammed into one room. I can't bear to let you live so badly. Isn't it okay to live with me now? We can see each other every day, and I can still take care of you. How good. Samantha shook her head firmly. I actually wanted to tell you for a long time that this house is too far from my school, and it is very inconvenient for me to go to class. It won't affect our meeting if I go back to school. You can come to me at any time if you miss me. I paused all of a sudden, not knowing how to explain. After Samantha agreed to live together, I deliberately changed to a house closer to the company but with a higher rent. Samantha not only cleaned up the house, but also helped me share some of the rent. Let me spend the same time as before, but more comfortable. But now she is suddenly moving out. So who will clean up the house in the future? Who will bear the rent? I was lost in my thoughts and didn't notice that Samantha had left the house. The moment the door closed, the voice of the love butler sounded again. It was detected that Samantha had given up the right to use the house, and now 3,000 yuan was returned to Samantha's account, and an additional 3. Sorrow was deducted from Linshi's account. I couldn't help but curse. Samantha didn't say anything, and the love housekeeper returned the money to her. I was expecting it to save me money, but I didn't expect it to cost me more. It's really a personal intellectual disability. My salary of 10 yuan a month is now very little left after deducting rent. It can only be exchanged for a rental house of 4,000 yuan. However, it is easy to go from frugality to luxury, and it is difficult to go from luxury to frugality. During this time, no one cleaned up the house. and the commute time was much longer, which was inconvenient every way. Therefore, I had a cold war with Samantha. In the past, she would take the initiative to come to me for peace, and this time was no exception. The young girl just couldn't calm down. I didn't pay attention to her for 3 days, and she panicked. Not only did they wait for me downstairs in my company, but they also specially prepared a gift. It's the Switch 2 I've been talking about for a long time. It costs $3,005, and Samantha has a month's living expenses. I deliberately hugged the young and beautiful Samantha to greet my colleagues, and when I saw their envious eyes, my heart was full of vanity. Seeing that she performed so well, I forgave her for her previous ignorant behavior. A week later it was her birthday, and I also gave her a gift. The photo micro engraving I bought from Taobao for $59 is full of my heart. I was afraid that she would cry when she received the gift. I mysteriously took the gift to Samantha, and her eyes were really red. The dormitory classmates around her whispered a few words to her. She glared at me and laughed without even saying a word. When I got home, I received a message from her. My classmate said that this gift is only 50 yuan on Taobao, and you are so perfunctory to me on my birthday. Right. A fire surged in my heart. Why am I perfunctory? Don't be so materialistic. Okay, I originally planned to make up another red envelope for you, but now that you are like this, I don't want to give it. I can give it, but you can ask me for it. Samantha's side kept showing. The other party is typing. She typed for a long time, and finally typed out. Linshi, do you really love me? The fire in my heart burned even more, and I directly silenced my phone and threw it on the sofa. Annoying. Why does every woman have to fall in love in the end? I still don't know what to do. Some gifts are good, and I picked them up. My phone kept vibrating, probably because of the bombardment of messages from Samantha. I just glanced at it, and started playing the new Switch 2. When the battle was raging, the love housekeeper suddenly made a ding-dong, liquidating the recent gift exchanges. Samantha spent 300 yuan when she spent 59 yuan, and now withdraws 3,441 yuan from Lin. She's account to supply Samantha. I exploded all at once. Are you sick? I can't decide how much gift she gives me, so why should it be deducted from my account? According to Article 5 of the Law of Fair Love, gift exchanges during love should be absolutely fair, and each gift exchange will be liquidated. I smashed the handle hard, and the Switch 2 in my hand suddenly didn't smell good. The flesh hurt so much. After my birthday, Samantha made up her mind to fight me to the end. I also took advantage of this time to relax myself. Samantha said that I had stomach problems and always controlled me not to drink. I've been going out for a drink with my good brother these days. This beer has to be iced to be enjoyable. In the middle of the night, there was a sudden sharp tingling in my stomach, which made me break out in a cold sweat. I trembled and called my good brother, but no one answered, probably drunk. I didn't have time to think about it, so I could only call Samantha for help. The other end of the phone was quickly connected, and Samantha's cold voice came. What's wrong? I gasped for air conditioning and reluctantly said, I have a stomach problem, can you? Before he could finish speaking, he hung up the phone. After a while, there was a knock on the door. Samantha actually appeared at my door. She is indeed a good woman. Not only did she take care of me all night, clean up the house, but she also cooked me a bowl of noodles. I hugged her tightly and cried silently. She was so soft that she hugged me back. Linshi, let's stop arguing, okay? My tears fell on the back of her hand, revealing the tenderness of a tough guy. In my heart, I praised my vision of picking women. Sure enough, I still have to find such a simple female college student, and it is easier to give up on me. Even if you're wronged, you have to take care of me. I got up the next day and went out refreshed. But the damn love butler rang again. At present, the average market price of caregivers is 80 yuan per hour, and last night Samantha took care of Linshi for a total of 5 hours. And Linshi's account spent 400 yuan to pay for the emotional value provided by Samantha last night. I was about to scold my mother. She's my girlfriend. Shouldn't she provide me with emotional value? Why do you still have to collect money? According to Article 12 of the Fair Law, the emotional value provided by both parties during a relationship must be absolutely fair. Last night you took the initiative to ask Samantha to provide emotional value, and today you should pay 400 yuan for it. I was not convinced and said angrily, then Samantha sent me a lot of text messages on her birthday and asked me to provide emotional value. Why didn't she pay me? Because you didn't provide emotional value at the time. She didn't have to pay you. I banged the wall in anger. What broken software? It's not a good thing from the beginning of registration. I want to uninstall you. According to Article 99 of the Fair Law, if one party requests to interrupt the use, the other party must compensate the other party for 1 million liquidated damages. Have you confirmed it? I am sure. I really think you are right, and I will definitely use it to the end. I wiped my sweat and withdrew the words from my mouth angrily. Since my relationship with Samantha has recovered as before, we will naturally go on a date together on the weekend. I was very generous this time, undoubtedly paid the money. Earn enough face without treating your wallet badly. Anyway, in the end, the housekeeper will deduct it from Samantha's account and return it to me. Milk tea. I used to only drink Michelle with Samantha, but now I want to buy 25 yuan. In the movie, I used to take Samantha to watch films at home, but now I want to watch 3D. For meals, I used to use group purchase coupons, but now I want to have a big meal. In the past, I spent money on these, but now that they are all AA, I naturally can't treat myself badly. I don't believe it. This time the love housekeeper can still face Samantha. The date was over and I waited with anticipation for the housekeeper to announce. According to Article 3 of the Fair Law, the expenditure during the date is absolutely high, and Lin Shi's account expenditure is 520 yuan and Samantha's account expenditure is 250 for yuan. I took out a stack of receipts from my pocket and settled the accounts for a long time. I and Samantha are all together. Shouldn't we divide it equally? Why should I spend so much more than her? And the total amount you said doesn't match the tickets in my hand at all. Is your system deliberately over-reporting and taking the opportunity to embezzle? The milk tea you ordered is a large cup with a total of 25 yuan, while Samantha's milk tea is 18 yuan in a medium cup. Samantha only drank 1/3, and you drank the remaining 2/3, so you need to spend 37 yuan on this part of the milk tea, and Samantha spent 6 yuan. Both people watched the movie, so each person spent 79 yuan. This meal totaled 500 yuan, but Samantha only ate seafood and vegetables, so you need to pay 300 yuan, and Samantha pays 200 yuan. But Samantha peels the shrimp for you during the meal, so you need to pay Samantha another 50 yuan for the handicraft fee, and directly refund more and make up less from the meal money. In total, you need to pay 350 yuan, and Samantha pays 150 yuan. The total round-trip transportation cost for the two is 59 yuan. According to the distance, you need to pay 40 yuan in the end, and Samantha pays 19 yuan. As for the extra 28 yuan, it is Samantha's makeup fee this time, totaling 28 yuan. The two shared the cost equally, and Lin Shi needed to pay Samantha 14 yuan. To sum up, you need to pay 520 yuan and Samantha pays 254 yuan. I stood up, and the legs of the chair brushed against the ground and made a screeching sound. I didn't ask Samantha to put on makeup. Why should I bear this part of the cost together? Also, how can a woman's makeup be so expensive? According to Article 10 of the Fair Law, makeup is regarded as a woman's effort to improve the dating experience, so the man needs to bear the cost as well. Most of the cosmetics Samantha used this time are worth 100 to 300 yuan, but the price of lipstick and foundation is slightly higher. According to the dosage calculation, sunscreen is 5 yuan, isolation is 1 yuan, foundation is 6 yuan, loose powder is 5 yuan, eyeshadow is 2 yuan, mascara is 2 yuan, Eyeliner is 3 yuan. Lipstick is 6 yuan. Contouring is 3 yuan. Blush is 2 yuan. A total of 28 yuan. Confirmed to be correct. I watched as the number of accounts decreased again. I could only do nothing in a hurry. If it weren't for the fact that women are troublesome. What kind of makeup do you have to wear on an appointment? It is inconvenient to kiss them, and it will waste my money. Besides, if I eat more and drink more milk tea, it's not what I want to eat and drink. I'm not afraid of waste. How can it all be counted on my head? The more I thought about it, the more angry I became, and I couldn't help but complain. Your product manager is a female boxer. So you love your daughter? The RD team of this project is men and women, and it is absolutely fair and just for both couples. I bowed. I took a sip in my heart. When he was worried about how to get this account back, Samantha suddenly sent a message. There is a drama performance in our school tomorrow. Would you like to watch it together? My eyes rolled and I quickly agreed. Just take advantage of this opportunity to make some money back from Samantha. I'm not trying to calculate Samantha. It's all my fault that this love housekeeper deducted too much money from me. It's also time for her to return my order. Early in the morning, I rummaged through the room. Those facial cleansers, sunscreens, and hair waxes that are about to expire. I even sprayed a lot of perfume. They are all hundreds of big names. This time I want to see how much money the system will ask Samantha to give me. I deliberately took a special car. Anyway, the transportation expenses have to be AA for the two of us. Samantha took advantage of me so much. I always have to take a little, right? As soon as we met, I took Samantha's hand and made her giggle nonstop. This has to be my emotional value, right? After a morning, Samantha had to pay me 100 yuan. At noon, we were going to the school cafeteria for dinner. The meals in the canteen are particularly cheap, with 6 to 10 pieces of meat dishes and 2 to 4 pieces of vegetarian dishes. Don't talk about AA for this lunch. Even if I invite it, it's okay. I returned to my seat with the food. Hands. Samantha was going to wash her hands first. While eating, I suddenly noticed a straight look next to me. I looked up and saw a group of little girls. Staring at me was a girl in a white dress, and as soon as she made eye contact with me, she shyly looked away. I smiled confidently and straightened my chest. It's not me who blows. When I was in college before, although I wasn't a school grass, I was still a handsome guy. Even if she is 27 now, it is normal to casually fascinate a female college student. Eventually, the white dress walked towards me with red cheeks. I was entangled for a while. When she asked me for contact information for a while, should I give it or not? Forget it. Give it. I just want to make a new friend, and I can't control what she thinks. As soon as the white dress came up to me, I handed over my phone, sweep it. Almost at the same time, the white skirt plucked up the courage and said, Uncle, I want to ask you which window the spicy chicken was made from. As soon as the words fell, the white skirt and I were stunned. The white skirt gave me a surprised look, and then ran away with a face full of disgust. The group of girls cast mocking glances while chattering about something. In public, I don't care about them. But I was really holding my breath. I'm still young and vigorous. Why do I call myself uncle? Can these talk? I was so angry that I didn't even eat well. On the way to see the drama, it was Samantha who comforted me for a long time, and I felt much more comfortable. There is actually nothing good about dramas in college. Samantha watched it with relish, and I didn't fall asleep by holding my eyelids, which can be regarded as providing emotional value, right? After the performance, Samantha went backstage to greet his friends. I didn't expect that friend to be a man. They were very close to each other, whispering in front of my real boyfriend. I was so angry that I strode over, hugged Samantha's waist and swore sovereignty. Hello, I'm Samantha's boyfriend. The little white face looked calm. I've heard Samantha mention it a long time ago, but today I met the legendary Mr. Lin. My name is Peter. I am Samantha's senior brother in the project team, and we were talking about the laboratory just now. Laboratory? Samantha is a computer major. What is there to talk about between the two who are engaged in code? However, Peter's voice was a bit familiar, but he didn't remember where he heard it. I nodded, which was a greeting. 5 years of experience as a social animal told me that this person surnamed Peter is not a good person. In the future, I have to keep an eye on Samantha and stop being cheated on. I pulled Samantha to leave decisively, not giving Peter and her a chance to look at each other. On the way home, I finally looked forward to the voice of the housekeeper in love. According to Article 3 of the Fair Love Law, the expenditure during the date is absolutely AA, and she's account expenditure is 546 yuan, and Samantha's account income is 510 yuan. My face turned from red to blue and then to white. It's not fair. I deliberately put on makeup today and provided her with emotional value. Why should I spend so much? Shouldn't she give me money? I jumped on the couch and yelled frantically at the wall in front of me. Come on. Come on. Tell me clearly what you do. According to Article 9 of the Fair Love Law, if products are used as gifts from others for the purpose of dating experience, product loss is not included in the cost of dating. The products you use in the morning are all gifted by your ex-girlfriend, so this part of the cost is zero. The total round-trip transportation expenses are 36 yuan, your account expenditure is 18 yuan, and Samantha's account expenditure is 18 yuan. According to Article 12 of the Fair Love Law, the emotional value provided by both parties during a relationship must be absolutely fair. The emotional value you provided to Samantha in the morning is calculated according to the average hourly wage of the talk show. Your jokes are too clumsy and belong to the level of a talk show novice, with an hourly wage of 0. But considering the problem of Samantha's low laughter, we will lower the threshold for you. The hourly wage is counted as 40 yuan, and you teased Samantha for 2 hours in the morning, which is counted as 80 yuan. At the same time, after lunch, Samantha also coaxed you for 2 hours. According to the hourly wage of kindergarten teachers, it is also 40 yuan, so the total is 80 yuan. To buy 2, this part is not deductible. Lunch totals 42 yuan, of which Samantha beats 2 vegetarian dishes and a meat dish, for a total of 14 yuan. You pay 3 meat dishes for a total of 28 yuan, because lunch is swiped with Samantha's meal card, so you need to pay 28 yuan to Samantha's account. The drama is a public welfare performance of the school, and the tickets are free, and this part is not accounted for. In addition, according to Article 14 of the Fair Love Law, if cheating occurs during the relationship, the other party needs to be compensated 500 to 5,000 yuan depending on the severity of the circumstances. At noon today, in the cafeteria, your behavior of taking the initiative to invite a female student in a white dress to add friends has crossed the line. Considering that there are no substantive consequences, you need to transfer 500 yuan to Samantha's account. To sum up, today your account expenditure is 546 yuan, and Samantha's account income is 510 yuan. You missed the calculation. I snorted coldly with a gloomy face. Today, Samantha and Peter are pulling clearly in the background, which is also an act of cheating. And she should also pay me money. There was silence in the air for 3 seconds. I seemed to hear a very light sneer from the love butler. After testing, Samantha and Peter did not cross the line in this scene, and you know the content of the conversation. She did not deceive you, and you did not raise any objections. So it does not violate Article 14 of the Fair Love Law. I slumped on the ground and large drops of sweat fell. It was like being drained of all my strength. Trying to struggle but helpless, I closed my eyes tightly, my brain spinning wildly. If I continue to experiment, sooner or later I will be emptied by this love housekeeper. No, you have to think of a way to get back to your money. I suddenly opened my eyes and asked, if Samantha voluntarily buys things for a third party or invites a third party to dinner during the date, then do I need any money together? According to Article 8 of the Fair Love Law, if either party incurs expenses for a third party during the date, they will not be included in the dating cost, and both parties do not need a. My eyes lit up, and I immediately called my mother and invited her to meet her future daughter-in-law. My mother readily agreed. Originally, our family planned to get married as soon as Samantha graduated, and it was appropriate to meet his parents. Samantha had no reason not to agree. I asked my mother to take this opportunity to beat Samantha well and establish her mother-in-law's prestige. Samantha is young and beautiful, a famous college student, studying a popular computer major. I heard that a product recently developed by her laboratory has been sold to a large factory patent, and she can directly join a large factory after graduation. But I'm not bad either. Although she is a few years older than her, men have 41 flowers and women have 40 tofu eggs. A 27-year-old man is the best time, but Samantha still has a few years of youth. And she will become an old girl when she is over 25. Besides, although I am only a second book, who still looks at the academic qualifications when they enter the society, they are all based on real skills. My salary is 10,000 yuan, and our boss also praises me as a potential stock. And after doing a good job, a promotion and salary increase are just around the corner. Besides, I am a local. Samantha can get a local household registration as soon as she marries me. What else is she not satisfied with? I said to my mother, Samantha is good at everything, but she has a bit of a young lady's temper, and you can let her honor you later, and you don't have to save money for her when you eat and buy gifts. My mother patted my hand and motioned for me to reassure me. When Samantha got out of the car, my heart skipped a beat. Oh no, I forgot to tell her not to put on makeup. It won't be counted on my head again, right? I gently tugged at the corner of my mother's clothes and exchanged glances with her. My mother immediately understood, and her eyes suddenly sharpened when she looked Samantha up and down. Samantha just handed over the gift in her hand, but my mother didn't take it, but tugged at the hem of the qiangzam on her body. Yo, wear such heavy makeup, she dragged out her tone. Arlin, she doesn't like to see these bells and whistles. It's better for girls to be plain. The smile on Samantha's face froze, and her hand still maintained the posture of handing over the gift. I quickly rounded things up. Mom, it's the first time we've met. I want to leave a good impression on you. Good impressions are not made by brushing on your face. My mother rolled her eyes and finally accepted the gift. I heard you studied computers. After that, if Lin Shi's computer breaks, you will fix it, which just saves the door fee. Samantha pursed her lips and responded in a low voice, Auntie, I am learning software. Software and hardware are not all the same. College students have brains. My mother interrupted her and suddenly reached out and pinched Samantha's wrist. Look at this thin skin and tender meat. You usually buy skincare products, right? It's not easy for Lin Shi to make money. You can't be the prodigal in the future. I nodded straight next to me. I have to let Samantha pay for the meal later, and then ask her to buy my mother a gold necklace. Anyway, according to the rules of the love housekeeper, this is her voluntary expense for a third party, and I don't need a. Mom, let's go to dinner. Samantha said he wanted to treat you to seafood. I deliberately raised my volume and winked at Samantha. Samantha was stunned and did. Sorry, something went wrong. Please, try your request again.